All right, I'm Gregg I'm 47, almost 48 years old. A couple months, and I've been working out at CrossFit Chicago Heights since December, so about 7 months now. I'm one of those people who, I was an athlete as a kid, and I still think of myself like that. I still think I'm an athlete, right? But the reality is probably the last 25 years, I haven't been an athlete for most of that. I've had spurts here and there, they last for a month or two, or even maybe a few years. I got back into running about 15 years ago, and I ran for a few years, and I just kind of quit. And I've just never been able to sustain it. And going to like regular gyms and stuff doesn't really work for me because I just don't have that community. And that's one of the things I found at Chicago Heights here, CrossFit Chicago Heights, is just there's people here, cheering you on. You got coaches who are, kind of tracking your progress and seeing how you're doing. And that makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, so I've had blood pressure issues since my early 20s, really. It's a family, thing that I deal with. And obviously being overweight, not active, those things, make it worse. So yeah, blood pressure, my A1C, so you start thinking about diabetes or whatever, that was elevated. Actually, the last time I had my blood pressure taken about 1.5 years ago. Cholesterol, all those things. I take all the medicines, the lipid things and all that stuff. And maybe 5 years ago, I changed the way that I was eating, and I brought all those numbers down, and everything was looking great. And of course, then it all comes back when you stop eating that way after about 6 months or so. And so those numbers all, got elevated again. My weight was up over 250, and somewhere it had never been before. And those numbers were all probably the worst they'd ever been. And so of course, yeah, you start thinking about it again, and you have to do something to take action. And this was kind of my next thing. It's one of the things I told Zach when I first reached out to him, was I've done the fitness thing, I've done nutrition, I need to put them together. And the reality is I'm still struggling with nutrition a little bit, but just doing, just really focusing on fitness has brought those numbers down. So I'm in the normal range, or actually way at the low range of most of those, issues. My ultimate goal is to get back down to around 200, and I probably should be even below 200 for my size. I'd like to be able to get back to where I can run without it hurting me for a week. I run half a mile right now, and I can do it aerobically, but my hips hurt for 2 weeks after. So I want to get to the point where I can drop that weight, get down to where I'm a much healthier weight, and be able to run again.